Hey guys, so today your assignment is not in Khan Academy. It's just one of the assignments that you have to do on paper and send back to me. So this one is called equivalent fractions. And what equivalent fractions are, so equivalent fractions. What equivalent fractions are is they're just two fractions that have the same value but are written differently. So for example, if I have, let's just say I'm going to have two shapes. I'll just do two rectangles the exact same size. The one on the top I'm going to break in half. The one on the bottom I'm going to break into four equal parts. So up here I'm going to shade in 1/2 right here. And down here I'm going to shade in 2. And I will write the fraction for each. So this one is 1/2. This one is 2/4. So do you see how even though this one is a half and this one's 2/4, the same amount is shaded in each? That is because those two fractions they're equal. They're called equivalent fractions. So the assignment today is, I'll just show you, I'll do number 1 with you guys. Just make sure you can see that. So I'll do number 1. They're all written the exact same way. So the first one is 2/5, and there's like a line like this, which this is exactly what I expect you to do on paper if you can't print this out. And over here we have a 6 with a line. There's a box right here. And then we have an equal sign. This equal sign is just saying that they're equivalent. Down here we have a line, a box, and a line, like this. So what you have to do with equivalent fractions is you have to figure out what number do I multiply. Oh, I forgot that there's little multiplications there. What number do I multiply by this to get this number here? So in this case, I need to get from 2 to 6. I need to use multiplication. What number is this going to be? This is the first step. So from 2 to 6, we have 2, 4, 6. If I multiply by 3, I will get 6. 2 times 3 is 6. Now the number down here, because this is equivalent, this fraction here is equivalent to this fraction here. The number on the bottom has to be the same number as that number right there. So I know that this one is going to be a 3, because whatever I multiply on top, I have to also multiply on bottom. So this number is also going to be a 3. So now we just need to follow the steps. 5 multiplied by 3 is 15. So I know that 2/5 is equivalent or equal to 6/15. So your job for today's assignment is to just fill in the boxes. Okay, so I think, let me just scroll down and make sure that they're all the same. Yeah, so sometimes there's another example where like sometimes the boxes that you have to fill in will be different. But if you can remember like the main points, what it actually means, like let me do this one up here. Let me do this one just with just the fractions and forget about all these lines for a second. 1/2 equivalent to 2 let's make this one a box right here. So you would have to figure out, well, what's that box? What's the answer in here? Pretend that we didn't have the solutions up here. So like my first question is, how did I get from that 1 to 2? Okay, so I had to multiply it by 2. Well, whatever you do to the top, you have to do to the bottom, and that's how we get those numbers. 2 times 2 is 4. So with that said, you should be able to do the assignment for today. So do it on paper, and then just send it back to me by email, or if you want to submit it, print it off, and submit it right in the Google Doc, you can. If there's some other way you want to do it, go for it. Whatever way works best for you. But that is it for today's assignment. It's called Equivalent Fractions. Have a great day.